Hey guys, it's KevyDog4, and the NBA playoffs started yesterday, and we are in the third game of today, and so I'm going to show you my playoff bracket so I can kind of explain what I think is going to happen, and I'll put up a video whenever I can of the breakdown of what happened in all the game ones of the 2016 first round. So here is my bracket. I'll kind of go through quickly just to tell you what I think is going to happen. So over here, I've got Golden State and Houston in the West, and I have Golden State sweeping the series 4-0. And I see that happening because, this year it's the best record in NBA history, 73-9. And Houston just barely squeaked in by a couple bad Jazz games and just a run at the end of the season. So I see Golden State sweeping this series. So the 4 and 5 seed game is Los Angeles Clippers versus Portland Trailblazers. And these two teams are pretty evenly matched. But I see Los Angeles coming out on top 4-3 because they had a better run coming into the playoffs, in my opinion. And the 3-6 game is Oklahoma City versus Dallas. And I see Dallas winning one game in this series because this team, yes, has a lot of veterans, but I don't think they can come through this very easily because, once again, they're veterans, they're older players. And so I think they'll get tired fairly easily, and Oklahoma City's on a hot streak right now. So I see Oklahoma winning this first round series. And then I see San Antonio sweeping Memphis, and that game's currently going on right now because San Antonio is having what would probably be, well, it definitely is considered a very, very good season. It's just people aren't really paying attention to them due to Golden State's better season, but this is unbelievable to have two teams playing like this in this same season. So that's what I see happening in the first round in the West. Now let's go over to the East real quick. Cleveland, Detroit. Cleveland had a couple issues with Detroit in the regular season, and what happened is they lost 3 games to Detroit in the regular season. So, anything can change in the playoffs. It's a whole new game, and Cleveland's obviously the better team. So I see them struggling with them a little bit because of what happened in the regular season, but I still see Cleveland coming out on top 4-2 in the series. Atlanta and Boston are evenly matched teams too, and once again I had issues with them like I did with Los Angeles and Portland. They're so evenly matched. I see Atlanta just barely squeaking it out 4-3 due to their run into the playoffs. And then Miami versus Charlotte. Charlotte was kind of considered the East's Warriors since the All-Star break, and Miami's playing without Bosh, so I have Charlotte on top 4-2. And Toronto, 2 seed, had a really, really good season. And then Atlanta is our 7 seed, and they were a bubble team for a very long time. So I see Toronto coming out 4-2. Okay, so that's our first round. So we'll see how that goes. But, whoops. I don't know how I just drew there. But in the second round, I see Golden State and Los Angeles playing together in the West, and then Oklahoma City and San Antonio over here. But this game, Golden State, once again a record-breaking season. Los Angeles, they can put up a fight. I think they can put a little scare into the Warriors, give them a 4-2, but I still see Golden State advancing. And then Oklahoma City versus San Antonio, these teams are fairly equally matched, but San Antonio is once again having a great season. They on any regular season without two teams like this, they probably have the best record in the league. But I see this series being just a complete battle till the end. So I see a 4-3 series with San Antonio just beating it out. And in the East, Cleveland versus Atlanta and Charlotte versus Toronto. So with the Cleveland versus Atlanta game, I see it having the same outcome. Cleveland losing 2 games, but still coming out on top. Because I just think that as they get further into the playoffs, they'll be able to progress further once they get past this team. Because Detroit's being given them, problems, but I think that they'll come out on top. And Charlotte versus Toronto, I think this is going to be a really evenly matched series. But due to Toronto's playoff struggles, if they make it to this round, I think Charlotte's going to get them in the 7th game. So that would leave in the conference finals Golden State versus San Antonio in the West. And I think if San Antonio can make it far enough to beat Golden State, they're a team of lots of veterans, lots of playoff experience. I think that they'll be the team. If any team's going to beat them, it's going to be San Antonio, and I think that's going to happen in the conference finals in the 7th game. So that would put San Antonio as our Western Conference finalist. And Cleveland versus Charlotte, I think another 4-2 series is going to happen. So, I mean, Charlotte, they're kind of my upset team coming up here. But Cleveland, I think, is head over heels above Charlotte. But I think Charlotte's going to give them a little bit of a run for their money on the way there. And then San Antonio versus Cleveland in the finals. And I think that this is going to be very, very close. And Cleveland, they've got a lot of young players, lots of guards. San Antonio, once again, veterans. I think it's going to be very, very good. But my thing is, if San Antonio can make it this far, and if everything goes the way my bracket is, 4-3 series here, 4-3 series here, that's a lot of games. And if we get to Game 7 here, I think San Antonio is just going to run out of steam, and I think Cleveland's going to end up coming out on top, being our NBA Finals champion. So that's what I think is going to happen. We'll see how it goes. I will keep you updated as much as I can, depending on if I have time or not. But I'm going to try and put up a video after all the games are done tonight, so I can put up a Game 1 recap and keep it short and simple. So I'll try and keep you posted, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos, hopefully, depending on if I have time. And I will see you in the Game 1 video.